What's up? It's Jumanne. There's a lot I want to say. I just don't know how to say it. So I kind of recording to just say that, like, I'm I'm prioritizing peace of mind, or just being at peace any way possible. So I know that probably it's gonna a lot of, like, my lifestyle might appear that, like, I'm just lazy. Um, the way how I'm kind of transitioning, like, anything I do, I have to find peace in it. The jobs that I'm working or want to work, I'm not even, it's not even about the money more than it's about, how much peace of mind can I find in that job. Um, First, I mean, it's always about the money too, but yeah. So I'm kind of starting off recording, not knowing what I want to say. I'm just laying down, thinking to myself, what is important for me? How am I going to live the rest of my life? Because I know how I lived my life up to this point, not satisfied with it. But, I could turn things around and, better myself in my living conditions, because I'm fortunate enough to be in a position to do that. You know, I felt like life has showed me a lot of mercy. I've made too many mistakes. And again, I don't think I'm fortunate, but I'm not. There's people that's less fortunate than me too. So it's like, I'm not in a worse predicament. So yeah, I spent my whole life living in my own fantasies, chasing validation. Yeah, my whole life kind of revolved on being accepted. I never had like an actual purpose of what I wanted. I just wanted, I kind of lived, I never lived for myself. I lived for, the perspective of other people and everything that, so like my job careers, wanting to be a football player, a rapper, actor, that's kind of, I really wish that wasn't the case with me. I wish I never felt so attracted to that as career choices, and I wish I had ambitions for like other things that would have been more realistic. But it's just the way that I am. I don't think this is who I am. I think it's what I am. Far as in, I speak on narcissism and narcissistic characteristics, which sometimes I don't even know. Like, I know the shoe fits when it comes to narcissism, but I'm a narcissist that has a lot of empathy. So I think, like, when I do like my research on understanding like what kind of narcissist I actually am, I have a hard time trying to figure out, to pinpoint exactly, when I try to, study psychology. But what I'm trying to say is I'm just really trying to make choices that just, like anyone else, I'm just trying to make the best out of my life. And it's important to me to just be at peace. So peace can be different for other people. I guess for me, it's like, this is peace right now. Where I'm like, right now, this is not really ideally how I want to live, but right now it's very quiet in my apartment. I don't usually get this much peace, but like, this is more peaceful to me than, arguing with my friends, family, going to work. You know what I'm saying? Like, and this is, ideally, it's lazy for me to just, I'm kind of laying down, and I gotta get up for work eventually, but I'm chilling right now. And I'd rather kind of just, go to work, or get my, however I make income in the future, make my money, eat, sleep, probably, occupy myself watching, whether movies or video games. But I'm a very isolated person too, like, and I'm so isolated because, again, I dedicated, like, my whole life was about people. It was about, wanting to be accepted by people, and I came to that conclusion that that's never gonna happen. It never did happen. I was never accepted by people as really. And not that people were against me. It was just like I'm not better than anybody. I never was, but I wasn't, I always had to earn my respect. One thing I know about my life, I always had to earn people's, you know what I'm saying? Like, some people are just naturally more accepted than others. I'm not one of those people, and I'm against that. Like, I'm not trying to earn nobody's respect. I'm not trying to earn nobody's acceptance. Like, not too many people's done it for me. You know what I'm saying? So I don't feel a need to, like, even with all of the choices I made in my life, like, that would make it seem like I need to have some kind of redemption. There's nothing I need to redeem. I mean, I know who I'm not, and I have a better idea of who I am. I can't say I know who I am because I'm learning things about myself and I'm changing all the time, but I just want to be at peace, and my future is looking very lonely. It's kind of why I'm recording this, you know what I mean? Because it's like, this is peace to me right now. This is, long as I'm financially stable, if I and I can, where I'm what I'm doing right now, I feel like I do have family and I do have friends that I care about, but I do, within the next 10 to 15 years, 20 years, I think a lot of that is kind of going to be irrelevant to me. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? It depends on you know, the relationships that I have at that point, but to go back, there's not too many, there's not too many people that I owe something to. And because of that, you know, again, like, I have like, I can count on my hands on how many people that I feel like I owe something to. And, you know, that's just what it is. But with them, but like, as time goes by, again, I don't know how things are going to play out for me, but I think I'm just going to get to the point where I'm kind of just going to just be isolated. Like, I don't see any other way. Like, I just don't, for my peace, for my own peace. Like, this, in loneliness and boredom, it really sucks. It's not something I want to live. I don't want to live being bored and lonely, but that's better than being occupied and just arguing and people and just feeling like I just feel like I'm likely in a position where I'm gonna always be doing more for people than what they've done for me, or maybe I'm willing to do more for people than what they might be willing to do for me. So yeah, I don't even know.